So I know I just made the video about how my life is in shambles, but I kind of wanted to go over why I feel like I'm such a fuck up and a failure. I did kind of mention it in that video, but I just wanted to go over it a bit more. So throughout my life, I've always wanted to be different. I have always wanted to do my own thing. I've always wanted to have like my own business or start, like a YouTube channel and be something like that. I realized early on that I did not want to work in the shitty corporate world and deal with stupid fucking bosses and managers and other shitty coworkers and deal with all the drama that comes with jobs, like typical jobs. And because I know that most people just despise their job, and um, I just don't want that for myself. I don't want to be like everyone else. I don't want to be miserable for another 40 years at a dead end job that means absolutely nothing to me, only to retire. And it's like, what do I have left? I wasted away my good years to, you know, slave away, or be a wage slave to these shitty fucking corporations and all of that, and work for the man and make another person just that much more, richer. So I realized early on that those jobs they're not for me, and I just cannot envision myself working at another job like that. I've always wanted to work for myself. I always wanted to do kind of my own thing, and just not deal with all the bullshit that comes with all of the other jobs. And I think the main reason people leave jobs is because of management. Management is always so dog shit wherever you go, and they always are out to get you for the littlest things, because they all power trip for whatever the fuck reason. They think they are above you because of their fucking workplace status. It is truly unbelievable. I will never understand that or comprehend it. But I'm kind of getting off topic, but yeah, I've always wanted to do my own thing, and one of them was, I've gotten inspired. I think I mentioned it in my last video that Penguin Z0 is my favorite YouTuber, and he has been for years. I've been watching him for probably around 14, 15 years now, for a long, long time. And like just seeing him come up like he has, to go from a few thousand subscribers, I think, when I found him, to now 17 million is just crazy. And I always thought, like, oh, I could do that. Like, I like video games and all of that. I never thought about like adding my voice to it, but I'm like, I play video games and I can, do stuff like this and showcase stuff, but I just never did it. And it was out of fear, because I didn't want people that I know to find my videos and know that I make videos and all of that, because I worry that they'd find it cringy. So it just kept me from starting that. And yeah, I know I post videos from time to time on my channel, but I'm never ever consistent, and that's also a problem. But yeah, I don't feel like I could ever do it. I just feel like I am talentless. I don't have skills. I just have nothing to offer. And that's in general why I feel like a failure. I just have no talents. I have no skills. So like these YouTube videos, yeah, I can make a tutorial video every now and then I might be able to crack a good joke or something like that. But I'm not super witty. I'm not a comedian. I'm just an average guy. Like I'm very, very average. And I just lack talent and skill. Like I can't think of anything that I am actually good at, like truly good at, where I could be considered like an expert or teach someone something. Like the only thing that I'm maybe good at is video games, maybe NBA 2K. I've always thought that I'm at least somewhat decent at 2K, but that's really about it. I don't really offer a whole lot at all. I'm only good enough for like entry level jobs and just shitty dead end jobs. That's all I've ever been good for. I graduated college with a business degree. I've never once put that business degree to use. And I realized soon after graduating with that degree that I probably wouldn't put it to use, because I thought, oh, it would be nice to be a store manager of a convenience store or of a retail store or whatever. And then this was when I was much younger and a few years out of high school. And I went to college for this shit, got a business degree because I thought I would maybe become like a retail store manager. Oh, this sounded fucking wonderful, you know? Oof. Holy shit. Just thinking back on that, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. But I realized that that's definitely not what I want, because it's all garbage. I soon realized I just couldn't envision myself doing that. And I realized my degree was kind of useless. And what did I spend all these thousands of dollars on school for then, to not utilize this degree? So I felt like I wasted my money there. And then after being in the workforce for quite a few years, I just realized, like, what do I gain from this? Like, is this really what I'm meant to do? Is be miserable every single day dealing with stupid fucking people, both, you know, customers and employees, coworkers, every single day, and deal with bullshit every single day, be miserable, hate my job, hate what I do. It's not fulfilling whatsoever. It's like, this is how it's supposed to be. This is truly how it's supposed to be. It's crazy. But I just never, I was always basically told to play it safe and have a job, have insurance, and, you know, that's it. I was always told, you got to have a job, you got to do this. And that's all I've done, because I always feared, you know, like ridicule from my parents, and I didn't want to disappoint. So I literally wasted all of my teen years and my 20s just trying to please them and make them happy by having just a regular job and a source of income. And I did that while going to school as well, but I just feel like it was all for nothing. I definitely felt like I could have been more creative and done more stuff, and maybe did more shit with like YouTube and all of that, because again, I mentioned in the last video, I like to help people out. I like to make those tutorials and actually, you know, showcase things to help people, because sometimes there's not videos on how to do it on YouTube, and I'm like, oh, I could make that quick and hopefully it helps people, and thankfully some of them have. But it's something that I'm not consistent with. I can't think of something I can make a tutorial on every single day, unless it's, you know, something that's totally repetitive and you can find on YouTube easy anyway. And I also like to make people laugh. I like to make people laugh. And again, I'm not a comedian, but it's just, you know, it makes me happy when people, you know, find those tutorial videos both helpful and funny. And I've always enjoyed seeing those comments. They definitely make my day when I see those, when it's helpful and also engaging. But yeah, that doesn't happen too often. And I've also been a fan of fantasy football, but I just can't envision a career in actually doing something like that. I applied to be a writer for a fantasy football podcast I listen to all the time, and sure enough, I got shot down because I don't have experiences like a journalist or columnist, whatever. I don't have, you know, true quote-unquote writing experience, so I didn't get that. My hopes weren't really high to even get it. I just decided to apply for the hell of it. But yeah, again, ever since like high school, I've just worked these dead-end jobs, and that's all I've really ever been good for, because I lack fucking talent and skills for anything. It really is sad, and especially at my age, at 31 now, to be living at home with your parents, unemployed, you lose your relationship and your job, and, you know, your skin's going to shit, just everything's going to shit. It's just like, what's left for me? Like, my 20s were wasted, and I'm wasting my 30s currently, and I have no sense of direction, and I have no idea what the fuck I'm gonna do, because I just feel like, oh, well, once I get another job, I'm gonna hate it, I'm gonna be depressed, and it's gonna be soul sucking, and it's gonna fucking suck ass. And it's just like, oh, that's how it has to be, because society. And I just don't want that, but I don't see any other way, because I am not skilled or talented enough to, you know, make a big YouTube channel. I don't have skills for, you know, anything else really. I just don't have anything to offer, and I am just a complete fucking loser piece of shit, in my opinion. That is truly how I feel. And I feel depressed every single day, not only because of my skin, but because of where I'm at in life. And it's really sad. And I've definitely gotten emotional over this many times over these last few months. And yeah, I'm just now deciding to make a video talking about this, and it's hard to be vulnerable. It really is, especially online, because so many people are fucking pricks and assholes on the internet. So yeah, it is really hard to be vulnerable. But again, like I said in the last video, I just don't really have an outlet. I don't have anyone to talk to about this shit because no one really understands. And I recently discovered a channel. I think it's called Shelby Exists and Makes Things. And I found her, and she kind of talks about a similar thing. She talks about how like her life is pointless and stuff at 32 years old, and she doesn't have any skills and stuff, and can't hold a job because of like autoimmune disorder or stuff like that. But I look at her, and she likes making art, and she showcases her art in her videos. It's in her background, and it is so extremely well done. She definitely has talent for art. It is pretty incredible. She does an extraordinary job of doing paintings and drawings and stuff, and it's pretty wild. She definitely has a big skill for that. But yet she's like still says that she doesn't have anything to offer. She clearly has a gift of art to offer to people that I think people will accept. And I look at that and just, see her say those things. And I just think to myself, I don't have those skills. I don't have those art skills. I have no skills, like legitimately. There's not a single thing that I can really think of that I'm truly good at that I could use or, to make a career out of. I don't have anything like that. I don't believe that I can learn anything, and I just don't have the God-given talent to do so. And, I can relate to a lot of the shit that she says in her video, but she does truly at least have one gift where I'm sitting here and I have nothing. I have literally nothing, except for, trying to be fucking funny and shit and crack jokes while making tutorials. Like, that's all I have, and I'm not even good at that. So yeah, it just makes me feel even shittier. And she has like 7,000 subscribers now on her channel. She's only made a few videos. I've made hundreds of videos. They're all just goofy shit, and just, some of them I don't even know why they're on here. But I've had hundreds of videos, and I'm sitting at less than 600 subs. Nothing to really show for it. There's nothing going for me, and I don't want this channel to turn into a fucking sob story. I definitely know that. But again, I just needed to use it as an outlet, and it just sucks to feel this way. It really does, because it just feels like everything is crumbling down, and I have no idea what to do. I really do truly feel like a total piece of shit. And I already know that there's probably going to be people out there, because I know former coworkers and stuff have subscribed to my channel in the past. They're probably going to fucking find this, and I mean, there's people that I don't want to see this, but unfortunately they will, and it is what it is. Like, at this point, whatever, fuck it. If it gets out there, it gets out there. If they see it, they see it. Who fucking cares at this point? Like, they can talk shit, they can talk down about me, whatever. They can sit there and spread more fucking rumors. I don't care. It is what it is. Like, I just kind of stopped giving a fuck about that. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of go into more detail on why I feel like a total piece of shit, because I know in the last video I mentioned it, but mentioned a bunch of other stuff with like my health and all that. But yeah, I don't really know what to do at this point. And for anyone else out there going through this struggle, you are 100% not alone. 100% are not alone. And I hope that some people, share my viewpoints and stuff on kind of the world and how the job market is and stuff like that, because I just can't see myself working, a traditional 9-to-5 shit fucking job, man. I can't. Like, I really felt like I had more potential in life, and it just seems like it all got thrown away and squandered, and it does make me feel like shit. But I don't know. I guess I'll just have to figure it out somehow, and I don't know how or when that'll happen. But anyway, yeah, sorry for another long rant. I appreciate anyone that came here and listened to me babble for damn near 15 minutes. I definitely appreciate it. And if you can relate, let me know. I'd be glad to talk it out with people. I always enjoy reading the comments and interacting with people on here. So, yeah, definitely let me know, and hopefully things change. But, yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thanks again. See ya.